Welcome back to my Soviet career in Battle of Kuban. I've changed a few of the mission options here. We now spawn on the runway. I've increased the difficulty and increased the density of activity on the front line. So hopefully we'll see a few more aircraft this time. This will be the second mission of the career, so let's get started. It is an intercept mission. That's a pretty little picture, that one. Don't think I've seen that one before. So intercepting bombers, I'm going to probably climb a bit higher than my wingman. The AI in most games I've played tends to be scripted to intercept at the same height as incoming bombers. I'm going to attempt to get up nice and above that. So waypoint 1 is out here. Waypoint 2 then is here over Kabardinka. Then we basically fly north. So the intercept point is just the German side of the front line near Krimskaya. And then we return. Pretty basic. We're flying the Yak 1 this time. I think we had the Yak 7 last time. So I should probably just set this one up. I'd like a mirror. That would be very handy. And I will also just make sure that we've got a sort of regionally applicable skin. I quite like the Sharky here. That looks pretty decent. We'll go with Shark. Nothing else here that we really need to worry about. Moderate wind and cloud at just less than 2,000 meters. So let's unpause, and it seems we are sitting here on the ground waiting for the wingman to get airborne. Just going to make sure all my radiators are open, and we're away. Checking the flaps are in the up position. So the formation's got itself up. They're a bit further ahead. We should catch them relatively quickly. Looks like we are a 4-ship again, as we were in the last mission. And I don't see any more aircraft back there, so that's it. We are 4. Moving out to sea before we turn to the right, and then we'll be heading up to the north. And you can hear all the crappy static from the radio again, which I complained about a bit in the last mission. Right, wingmen are turning right, so I'm going to turn as well at the same time and just overturn a little bit to get inside them. Now we're forming up, throttling back. I'm not sure what position I'm supposed to be holding in this formation, so I'm going to squeeze up on the lead aircraft and move out to his left. Or her left, in fact, because there were women flying in fighters for the Russian Air Force, so it's possible that we have a female leader. Okay, I'm slower than them now. Throttling up. They are overhauling me. Got to work out what their flight speed is. Not perfectly in trim. Need a bit of left trim. No, a little bit of right trim. Okay, we're okay. There's the third aircraft of the formation. Target spotted in a new location. Check your flight map. We are turning. Check your flight map. So it's not cheating to do this. Oh, enemy aircraft. Pretty much 12 o'clock. Apparently. That's a real surprise. What's their altitude? My guys are still climbing pretty heavily over here. On my one. Just up there. Heading straight for the sun. I'm going to go full throttle. Just accidentally pulled the mixture back there. I've got it bound to a rather odd key binding, so coming up 2000, we may go for the supercharger shortly. Okay, my chaps are at 12 o'clock high. Let's check that map again. No sign of the enemy. We're in a right-hand orbit here. Aircraft look really strange when they've got cloud behind them. I don't know if you can see in the on the upload of the video, but when they've got cloud behind them, they go wobbly and blurry. It's very odd. Contacts, 12 o'clock, very large formation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, okay, not a very large formation. The largest I've seen in this game anyway. So, it looks like we're probably heading head-on for these guys. They are coming head-on, and they might be Stukas. I'm going to aim for the back of the formation so I don't have to give up height, and I'll try and get some shots on this guy. Don't have the angle. Maybe able to get... Yep, got some hits on him. He's on fire. We'll just roll over. Looking for escort fighters. Don't see any at the minute. Roll back in. Fortunately, I've got that nice big long telltale smoke coming out of the back of that Stuka. Got another section of them in front of me here on the right, and the initial section I attacked up there. I'm going to try and stay below these guys because their machine gunners should not be able to fire low behind. Now they're weaving a bit. It's not going to be an easy shot, this. Zero the throttle. And that was a bit too easy. That was also a bit too easy. These guys are all detonating their bombs now. I'll leave that one go because I've got another few over here. Don't get much return fire. Not enough deflection. Down to machine guns now. Okie dokie, so we managed to rip through that formation, and that was just far too easy. People always go on about how amazing the damage model is in this game, but that was just ridiculously too easy. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have been able to knock down 4 or 5 or whatever it was in that one pass. It's just ridiculous. Anyway. Sky is basically just littered with parachutes, navigation lights, flak, ground fire. I mean, it's a mess out here right now. Looks quite cool. But my job is done. And for some reason, every time you fly through cloud, it rains. Giant raindrops. Which is also a bit silly. Because it's not raining inside every cloud. Anyone that's flown through a cloud before knows that cloud is not rain. So the remaining Stukas look to be departing. I'm down to just machine guns, but I may be able to go and have a squirt at them. It looks like 2, maybe 3 got away. I've actually got one that's just dead ahead of me, and he's not terribly distant, so I'm going to try and finish off my machine guns on him. No fighter cover. I would have thought by 1943 the Luftwaffe had learned their lesson. I think he just dropped the bomb. Something was fell out the back of this guy just here. Still no fighters. I'm gonna go full RPM just to try and catch this chap before he sucks me back over enemy territory. There's another 2 over there just to the in the right hand side of my gun sight. I'm not gonna make it to them. I'm purely after this guy just to put some machine gun rounds into him. Perhaps he won't make it home. Drop down underneath. I now have the speed, so I'll just nose up. That's a good range. We'll open up as he passes through the gun sight. That was silly. I just touched him with a couple of rounds and he starts belching smoke. It's too easy. Okay, heading home. Aircraft over here with their nav lights on. Now, I think that I'm supposed to land at this airfield over here, the one that's got the flares shooting up from it. Looking for a windsock or something. I didn't actually take note of the wind direction. Okay, the wind is coming in from the sea. There's a windsock over there by the control tower. These guns here are firing. Flat guns are firing. I think I need to set this airplane down smartly here. Oh yeah, there's a venting airplane over there approaching. I'm unsure whether he's just because he's out of control or whether we've got a secondary attack on its way in. There's a lot of fire going up here, and yep, I've got 6 coming in on me now. Turning hard. Yep. Right, took a hit there. I'm going to get down over the base where there's this flak, because I have no ammo left. I I think he's been taken out. Flak has stopped firing. Oh, we've got flak again. Whoa. So there he is again. He just made a pass on me. There are at least 2 or 3 enemy aircraft just hanging around our base here. I have no idea why they departed from their bombers. And all of the friendlies over there have got their navigation lights on. This is all very strange. Yeah, it looks like we've got a couple of enemy aircraft here. Just sort of circling around our base. Turn back. Flares going off down on the ground there. That looks hostile. Yep, that's German. Trying to attack that poor chap who's on final approach. So we've got enemy aircraft right over our base at the minute, and they're probably not going to let us go. So what I'm going to do is sit on this guy's 6. I can't kill him because I have no guns. I can at least keep him busy. Close up my radiators just a little bit, not that much. So that's a German right there. You can see I'm gaining on him quite considerably. Pretty sure I've got no ammo. Can't do anything about this guy. I just have to fly in formation with him. Ducka, 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 ducka. Ducka, ducka. Got a friendly behind me, catching up. Breaking off. There's more gunfire back here now. So it looks like a second enemy aircraft. Yeah, over there. So they've sent the fighters in after the raid, sacrificing the Ju-87s. Vroom, away he goes. See if he buggers off like his mate did. Looks like he might be sticking around. Oh, there's his mate. So I've got two 109s here over the airfield. Three 109s. I think these guys are just going to keep going and going until all of us are shot down. So I'm going to try and quickly land here. What I'm going to do is go into a sharp right hand turn. Wow. Cannon rounds going over my canopy there. Throttle down, throttle up rather, gear down, and I'm going to try and set down straight in like this before I get shot up. Okay, I'm okay behind. Gear should be down. I can see, there you go, some guy just made a pass. Someone else is trying to make a pass currently. Wow. Okay. Get the aeroplane down. Keep the airframe safe. And we'll just get off the runway here as quickly as we can, whilst under fire from above. You can see we've got... These guys are just sticking around our base. They're not doing anything about going home. I wonder if I can refuel here. I have no idea how that system works. There's a German aircraft. Ducka ducka. So there we go. We're going to end the mission with me sitting here on the ground whilst 109s wheel around overhead. I'm happy that was a successful mission indeed. Let's see what my score is. So there we go. We destroyed 5 aircraft, all of them Stukas. That I find to be quite ridiculous. It should not be possible to shoot down so many aircraft so easily. But never mind, it's been done. We will finish the mission. And let's have a little look here. I've been awarded anything? Can't tell just yet. There's a whole lot of stuff that has been awarded. But those were the awards from the last mission. So here we go. The Medal of Courage, or Medal for Courage. The Order of the Red Star. The Order of the Patriotic War 2nd Class Early. I've been given a bomber kill bonus. And it looks like there is another raid inbound for our second mission. So there we go. Mission 2 complete. To be honest, that was a little bit silly.